Hello creative souls and welcome to this week's video. The theme this week is budget friendly sketchbook essentials, so I'm going to talk you through all of these and test some bits and pieces out that won't break the bank. Now I've collected these bits and pieces over time, mostly whilst I've been out in the supermarket or just out shopping in general, and saw exciting supplies for not very much money at all. But I'm going to start by opening up this sketchbook. Now this is a Talon's art creation and they do them in all sorts of colours, and of course I had to have a purple one, or actually it's more lilac colour, but this is an A4 one, so it gives me lots of space to test out different mediums in my sketchbook. If I could get it open, that's the first challenge, so bear with. There we go. Now I have got other Talon sketchbooks and I know they're very popular out there. My only criticism of these books is they're really sketching pads, not really meant for wet media, I would say, in my personal opinion. However, I'm wondering, because they're not very expensive, whether I can just loosen up in here. You know, it doesn't make me too precious about ruining a page. And also I'm wondering if I paint some acrylic over the top and let it dry, it might stop the page from buckling, and then you can start loading your mixed media over the top. So I've just quickly had a read label of the Talon's art creation sketchbook, and it says you can sketch, pencil, charcoal, use chalk, graphite, crayon, ink and watercolour. So I'm going to break in this new sketchbook. The first page, like I say, I've got to try not to be precious because I want this to be scruffy and just, you know, have that liberating feeling of just being loose on the page. If you're doing a serious piece, a professional piece, a piece that's been commissioned, of course you need to have the best quality paints for their light fastness, for their pigmentation, for their vibrancy, and with the best brushes and the best paints you will get excellent results. However, when you're working in a sketchbook, you don't need to use that sort of quality. You don't necessarily show people. It's a place where you can be free, and I don't want to waste my expensive materials. I really don't want to be using my Daniel Smith watercolours or my Holbein gouache, for example. So this is where it's led me. So very, very quickly, I've picked up some Pebeo gouache tubes. They're the colours on the end. These are in a pack of 12. I've picked up some coloured pencils. It does say with non-fade colour pigments, so there you go. These are a pack of 12. These cost me £4.90. I picked these up in a supermarket. These are Crayola crayons with a twist. They're twistable. I've got these Bic Intensity fine liners, good for journaling. I picked up these Staedtler Norris Jumbo crayons. Again, that was from a supermarket. And I've got some Faber-Castell oil pastels, inexpensive. There's 24 in there. And then this is the most exciting thing I found yesterday. I actually went into a stationery shop to pick up a couple of Mother's Day cards, and I saw this. This was by C. White's. It's £6.99 and it's 24 disc watercolour set. And you take the lid off and you've got like a compact with all the different colours in. And again, I don't know what quality these are, but they're quite compact, good to take away with you. I'm going to give them a little swatch out. Now, today, I don't know if I'm going to have time to swatch all of these things because it's going to make for a very long video, and I know I say that all the time, but you know, people don't want to watch long videos, they just want to dip in and out. So the first thing I'm going to do this afternoon is break in this sketchbook. The brushes I'm going to use are by Lonely Finger. These are cheapies off of Temu. You've seen me use them before. I've got a size 6 flat brush and a size 9 flat brush. I'm going to squeeze these colours out into a little mixing palette just so you can see them better. I'm just going to fill this whole page with gouache and just have a mess around. I've just unwrapped these paints. They, I shouldn't imagine, are light fast. This end of the tube is sealed, and so that's how you open them. So I'm just going to squeeze a little bit into each well. They're not very wet. That's quite powdery, but we'll keep going. So I don't normally do voiceovers on my videos, but I thought I'd give it a go today. Instead of putting music over my swatches, I thought I'd just have a quick chat. And I think the reason why I've done this video today is, as artists, we all know how easy it is to get caught up in the latest and the greatest art supplies. But the truth is, you don't have to break the bank to create amazing art. In fact, some of the best art supplies come from working without constraints and getting creative with what you have. That's why today I thought I would share my favourite budget-friendly sketchbook essentials. I think we've all been there, I know I have, scrolling through social media, seeing all these amazing artists creating incredible art with the latest and greatest supplies, and feeling like we need to have all of that in order to create something worth showing off. But I've realised, in reality, most of us don't have hundreds of pounds or dollars to spend on these art supplies every month. And even if we do, sometimes it's hard to know what really is worth investing in. So we end up sacrificing quality for affordability, or vice versa. So I wanted to be real. It can be super frustrating to feel like you're not living up to your artistic potential because you can't afford the right tools. But I think in testing these materials out, I've discovered that you can pick up budget-friendly items that you can use in your sketchbook and have fun, experiment, explore, and just play. Here I've run out of colours to swatch, so I thought I would mix some white in with some of the colours and just see what they look like as pastel colours. The white mixed in really well, and as a budget friendly gouache set, these were really nice opaque colours. I can't remember how much I paid for these. It was certainly under £10, but I'll leave the link in the description below of all the items I've used today. I'm going to do a mixed media piece in the Talon sketchbook, and I'm going to incorporate these Faber-Castell oil pastels. Now these are one of the cheapest ones on the market, and they've had quite a mixed review. Lots of people don't like them, but for what I want to use them for, I'm thinking they're going to be just fine. There's 24 colours in there. They're vibrant colours, high pigmentation. It says optimum coverage, creamy consistency, acid free and ideal for mixed media techniques. And it's even got the mixed media techniques on the back here. Now, I have done an oil pastel video before. That was with the Montmartre pastels. So there is a video on how to use oil pastels. They were also an inexpensive one. I'm not going to do that with this one because I've bought these for a different reason. Well, they're not soft, but then they don't say on the packet that they're soft oil pastels. They're more crayony texture, and actually for the mark making that I want to do in my sketchbook, I really like them. The colours are vibrant. You can smudge them with your finger. I can't see anything wrong with them. I would certainly be happy to use these, and for the price you can't go wrong. Okay, on this page what I'm going to do is split that into 4. In fact, I will do it here now. Remember, this sketchbook isn't a place to be precious. Into 4 sections, and I'm going to do mixed media in each one. I'm going to test out the Faber-Castell, and I'm going to test out the Lamy pencils, and I'm going to give the Norris the Staedtler Norris Jumbo crayons a test over the top. And then next time I think I will test out the twistable crayons and the Bic Intensity fine liners. I'll save those for another day. Okay, 4 quick sketches inspired by my weekend down in Cornwall. I'm sure I've already put the footage on, so you can have a little look at that. But I'm just going to do the backgrounds now, so before I start layering with the mixed media, and I'm going to use these gouache paints to do that. Done. Okay, it's looking messy, it's looking loose. It doesn't really look like anything at the moment, but the backgrounds are done and I'm going to come back with some mixed media once it's dried. Look at all those vibrant colours. It makes me so happy, and all on a budget. Right, I'm back after having some tea. I had the culinary delight of beans on toast tonight, and I've now got my peppermint tea as it's now evening. I've got my overhead daylight lamp on, so I think you can see everything okay. Now, all of this is dry, and I'm just going to work over the top now, loosely with different materials. I've got the Lamy pencils, I've got the Norris Jumbo crayons, which are gorgeous. Hang on, let me just grab them for you. Look at that. It's triangular shape, so nice and easy to hold. Big and chunky, and I love that colour. Just love it, just love it, just love it. Let me tip them out, because you only get 9 colours. Nine colours, where can I swatch them? And they are gorgeous. Black there. Not a huge selection of colours, but great for mark making. There we go. How's that being loose and carefree? Right, so here we have got stone stack that we saw at the weekend on Cornish Beach. Someone had very cleverly balanced all these stones on a big rock. These are oyster catchers. This was the beach that we walked along that was deserted, and it was just lovely. And this is the lighthouse in Plymouth, where we haven't been yet. However, I just fancied painting a lighthouse. I'm going to just sit here quietly and layer up. So there you have it, my top budget-friendly sketchbook essentials that will take your art to the next level without draining your purse. There we go. It just means that you can relax and enjoy testing out these different mediums without worrying about using up your expensive art supplies. I hope you found this helpful, and I'd love to hear about your own favourite budget-friendly art supplies in the comment below. I always like to show you my desk at the end of an art session. So here it is, all the materials that I've used and didn't get to use, but I will do another video about those. I did use the black fine liner there. I used that to go round the lighthouse, and it's a really good pen. Let's take you round, because I had a little tidy up of my art studio this week, and I brought my other desk in here where I thought I might do my acrylics. I actually did a workshop this week, a sketchbook workshop. The workshop was by an artist called Helen Johnson, and she paints the most gorgeous landscape paintings with acrylics. So I tried to be a bit looser in my sketchbook art approach. I'll leave her link in the description below, but she's got a YouTube channel and she does workshops, so it's worth checking her out. She's an amazing artist and very inspirational. Anyway, there's Audrey. What do you say, Audrey? Not a lot. Thank you for watching.